and welcome back to the One Piece Doc Podcast with me, Mr. Six, and Eric's not here right now. We were trying to record our reaction to Chapter 950, The Soldier's Dream, but translations came out a little late, so I work, so I couldn't be staying up too late. But of course, as soon as we packed up, the chapter released at 12:30. So this episode or this reaction's kind of coming out a little bit late, but we uploaded a video just waiting for the chapter to come out. We kind of have some fun talking about what we think will happen in the future with One Piece. So definitely check that out. But yeah, let's get into this. So we start out with like the cover story with Beige and his wife trying to find her twin sister again. So it'll be interesting how that plays out. But I was actually pretty surprised that this chapter opened up with like Kid. We didn't get to see the interaction with Luffy and Kid. I was just like, he's basically telling Luffy like, you're crazy, you're gonna fight Kaido, and like he's like, no way. So that's crazy that he was just like, I'm being merciful by not like killing you right now. But yeah, him and Killer are gone. I don't think it's the last of them. I think they're definitely going to come back at some point in the story, just because if they're trying to regroup their crew, they're probably going to run into some of the Straw Hats. So, and then, we kind of see the aftermath of Luffy touching the prisoners with the plague bullets. It's crazy he's still kind of like still going. It seems like it affects him a little bit slower. But yeah, so not exactly how me and Erik predicted last week, with Chopper maybe finding Queen's like lab and trying to find an antidote for the plague bullets or a cure. But he's just kind of like, DIYing it right now. And then Momo and Tomo are just kind of like, just talking, and then they stumble out. And then all the prisoners are finally convinced, because they're kind of like trying to wrap their heads around trying to defeat Kaido pirate with another pirate, Luffy. But yeah, so they definitely gives them hope. And then man, I'm like so bad with names. But the Kappa Red Scabbard is like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go off. I guess he's maybe gonna like find Momo's sister, and maybe just like see if she's okay, because he's like been in there for like around 20 years, so how does he know where the like, it's like, oh, as soon as I escape I'm gonna come find you maybe. But and then we see we go back to where Iman and that party was, and God, what's his name? Oh yeah, Ashura. Gosh, I'm so bad with these names. But yeah, so Kinemon's with Ashura, and kind of giving that flashback of all the forces that still follow Odin or Momonosuke, and how they're kind of impatient at like halfway through 10 years, how they kind of like were starved, and all the resources were being taken from them. And so they're just like, you know what, let's just take him out right now. And Ashura just was like, please wait, but kind of like they had that samurai mentality that they just kind of want to die with honor. But yeah, no, but he does ask a really good question, like why 20 years? Yeah, like why did it have to be exactly 20 years? Unless Momo's mom had like awakened her fruit, and where she can, teleport herself or others through time, like forward, but maybe she has like future sight. Maybe she knew that 20 years had to pass. I'm not sure why it's 20, but yeah, nobody knows from that party. But now they got Ashura on their side now, kind of rallied the troops, and then him and Ino are kind of making fun of Kinemon for being so young and not as strong. And then we get back to Zorro taking out all the ninjas in Hakumai. Is that district, province? Very looking pretty badass. With I think he only has one sword. It's one sword style. No, actually, I probably take it. Looks like he has two. But yeah, no, he's protecting Momo's sister. And then he's like, he has to get back Shushui. So that's pretty cool. And then Momo's sister is really sad. She wants to kill Orochi with Orochi with her bare hands. And then and then the last part is we see Hawkins and X-Drake, basically like trying to get information out of Trafalgar Law, and he looks super badass. I'm so happy that the one cosplay I did was of him. So he looks so cool. Okay, so my thoughts about the chapter. So I mean, it was just kind of like giving us updates around. I mean, we had to see kind of like where why Ashura was kind of like hesitant about Momo and Kinemon and all of them coming back, just because he lost a lot of his followers because they were they were kind of pressed, famine, droughts. So I mean, he had to see, he lost his leader, and then he lost like a lot of his forces. So, and then I was actually pretty surprised though how quickly he was just like, oh, let me tell you about them, and then okay, now we're chill. So let me know like how you felt about like that, because it's kind of like a very emotional story. And then he's like, okay, I guess he just had to like talk it out with them, and then he is chill. Sometimes you just gotta talk it out. And then kind of like Luffy and Chopper. I mean, it already seems like those plague bullets are like not going to be as effective. I believe like in the final battle, because I mean I'm not sure like how Chopper would distribute like a cure if he had it, because I mean you could make a cure, but it depends on how much you make of it. And if they have like a ton of plague bullets, they're just like machine gunning it to everybody. Yeah, I guess that'd just be interesting to see, because I don't know what Goda's gonna do with that, but that'll be kind of an interesting detail in the final battle. Maybe it'll make it like some airborne thing where like if you get hit, you breathe in, and it's like through the air, like a gas or something. But let me know what that could possibly be. But I'm kind of like Eric. I'm really aggressive. I'm really stretching it out. And then so Hawkins is saying to, I think it's Hawkins saying it to X Drake, like, um, telling him that X Drake's been acting like kind of weird lately, or he's been acting strange. So I think X Drake has some ulterior motives, right? So yeah, because I don't know. I always had this feeling that X Drake would side with the Straw Hats at some point. Because he was an ex-Marine, so he had something, some type of moral compass there, or not. And then but yeah, I always felt like he'd be like an ally at some point. But yeah, Law being a complete like badass with his like, I always forget he has his like chest tattoo and tattoos in his like forearm tattoos. So it was pretty cool. But yeah, I mean that's so where can this chapter go? I thought last week they would kind of jump towards Zorro Sanji, which they kind of did with Zorro. Kind of like, I guess they like escaped, and then Sanji took the Momo's sister's little friend, or the little girl, to safety. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, because like the Kinemon thing, with Ashura, like kind of wrapped up. I don't think there's anything more Oda needs to do with that. Other than just showing them going to their meeting place. So maybe like we'll see Sanji and Nami and Robin or Frankie next. I keep thinking they're gonna go away from the prison, and I feel like this time they're gonna go away from the prison. So I would say focus on Sanji, maybe Zorro, and then or Law. So maybe see how they're kind of like interrogating him / kind of like beating him up. But yeah, just let us know what you like thought of this chapter. And what are your predictions for the next couple chapters? This is oh yeah, of course. Follow us on Instagram at onepiece.doc.podcast. And this is Mr. Six, and we'll see you back at the dock.